Need to be a little scoot over.
I think it looks good.
Hold on, let me scoot over just a little bit like that. You think we can rock with that?
I think we can.
Okay. Well, we look sexy as fuck. Alright, recording? Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, welcome back to ThatGuyNick and Winston's Summer Movie Reviews. Today we are reviewing Fast X, poster in the middle. Poster in the middle. Poster in the middle.
Poster in the middle.
Poster in the middle.
Poster
And
in
then
the
poster's
middle.
gone. Anyways, so we just got back from seeing the movie. We're about a week out from seeing it because it came out on the
19th, I believe?
Yeah, the 19th. So obviously that was some time because I was in California in Disneyland, and then he was. Well, you had gotten back, but you know, we still weren't able to go see it, and we wanted to see it together.
Oh yeah, we needed to see the next chapter of the greatest soap opera of our generation.
Yeah, exactly.
If not all time.
Precisely. So we're here. We just got back from seeing the movie. My mom came and saw it with us, and she kind of went hard.
It did.
It kind of went hard a bit. So the thing is, though, it's way better than Fast 9 by a long shot.
If you have not seen F9, forget reality ever existed in that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it didn't. It didn't.
And I think what was, and I mean, Fate and the Furious, that one was just
That was
just.
It was
Yeah.
mid.
Again, I think the franchise should have ended after 5, but once it went till 7, it should have ended at 7, and then we should have never gotten
Oh yeah.
any of these. But you know, we're here,
And we actually had a pretty damn good movie.
yeah, actually we do. So it's a different director this time, Justin Lin.
It's not Justin
No,
Lin.
yeah, he left because
It's
was being held captive
by Vin
against
Diesel.
Diesel.
It's Louis Leterrier of
Yeah.
Incredible Hulk and Now You See Me.
Yeah, which I think. Well, but I mean, I really like the Incredible Hulk, and Now You See Me is a pretty solid movie, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
it's a good movie.
They're good movies.
Yeah. So with this new movie, Fast X, I was honestly going in expecting it to be shit.
I thought it was going to be somehow worse than 9, which
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Like, Vin Diesel deserves like the Nobel Peace Prize if he somehow managed to make a movie worse than F9.
Yeah, exactly. But now we're here, and after seeing Fast X, we're kind of like conflicted with our thoughts.
So yeah, there's a lot of people in this movie.
Oh yeah, there's a goddamn ton. I mean,
Okay, this is like up there with like Avengers.
Avengers level star-studded cast.
Okay, so all right, so we've got Vin Diesel,
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
Michelle Rodriguez, Jason Statham, Jordana Brewster, if I'm saying that correctly.
You are, yeah.
Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Natalie Emanuel, Charlize Theron, John Cena.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, how do you pronounce this? Like who?
Sung Kang.
Sung Kang. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I think we pretty got it.
Helen Mirren, Brie Larson, Scott Eastwood, Jason Momoa, Alan Richson.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like-
pretty much
yeah.
the whole cast.
I might have missed a
Mouth.
couple, but at the same time.
Daniela Michoy, who's in the Suicide Squad.
Oh,
That was,
yeah.
like, one of her big debuts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
a lot of people.
a lot of people.
A lot of
and
people in this movie.
Surprisingly, all of them were pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't hate any of them.
No, I was like, for a second, I'm like, okay, I love Alan Richson. Like, I don't want him to be bad in this movie. He was good. I love.
He was a really good character, and Alan is a really good actor.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he pulled off the role really well. And Brie Larson was really solid. I thought honestly, anytime they introduce new characters, it kind of seems super like forced, like they're just there for the star power.
Oh yeah.
But surprisingly, people like Brie Larson, Daniela, and Alan, they were actually pretty solid.
They were good
Yeah.
additions.
Yeah, and then with the original cast who came back from the other movies.
Oh yeah, and they'll keep coming back.
They'll keep coming back. Vin Diesel was, I think this is one of his best parts as Dom in any of the movies. I mean, obviously he's done great in the other ones, but he really kind of showed up in this one, which I actually really enjoyed.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like Fate of the Furious, like I think he was kind of at his worst.
Yeah,
But
Fate of Furious.
He was kind of at his worst.
Yeah.
But he's definitely like, you know, he's getting his groove back.
Yeah, exactly, and especially as a character, you know, Dom hasn't been. I mean, the last 2 movies that we've gotten, Dom has just been kind of defying the laws of physics And I mean, don't get me wrong, he does defy the laws of physics in this movie, because I think that's what this franchise is now. They just defy the laws of everything. But I felt like this one felt a little more grounded than the other ones.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
when you go to space, you can't really be more outrageous than that.
Precisely. Yeah. But you got to see that. I mean, there were a lot of out of the physics moments in this movie. Again, the scene that's in the trailers with the two helicopters crashing into each other. That was a bit.
I was ready to shout hell no.
That was a bit crazy.
I was ready for that.
And then another scene that was in the trailers as well was when they're driving off the dam and then they're driving down. That was in the trailers. That's a little bit kind of crazy because I don't know. I mean, maybe gravity works like that. I don't think anyone's really fully trying to attempt that in real life.
Oh yeah, I mean, unless you're nuts.
Unless you're fucking crazy, yeah. But but in terms of what this movie did, I think it pretty much kept it as grounded as it can be for a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, like, I mean, the early Fast films were more grounded than this. But like, I don't think you could never go to that level again.
No,
you couldn't.
After F9, nah, yeah, I don't think there's anything else you can do to really outshine going to outer space. For. Other than that, I think the rest of the cast was actually pretty solid. Again, like we said, I didn't hate anyone. Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris
I love those guys.
They were very much enjoyable in this movie.
Oh yeah, they're enjoyable in every film.
Oh yeah, but in this one, like they've been in F8 and F9, they were good, but I feel like here they really kind of shined a lot more.
Oh yeah,
especially in the comedic department, they were absolutely solid in that.
Oh yeah,
like the teamwork there is just amazing. I love those two. They were amazing. Sung Kang as Han. I mean, somehow again he came back.
I mean,
but even then he was.
I'm cool with Han.
Han's always been one of my favorite characters since he was introduced. But even then, in this movie he was really good.
Oh yeah, he was good. Michelle Rodriguez was good.
Yeah. I mean. We'll get into it later with Michelle Rodriguez, but we won't say much. But she was still good for what we got her for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Cena. I didn't think I was gonna really enjoy John's crazy as that sounds, just because in F9, I'm like, he is not Vin Diesel's brother.
Yeah, I think it was more of a character thing than John Cena, because I think John Cena's a really good actor, and he's really put up the.
Yeah, he's proving himself.
Yeah, he's proving himself, and he's clearly having fun. And if you haven't watched Peacemaker, which I know you haven't, he really shows his acting chops there. But he was still he was actually really good, even as a character as well.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually really surprisingly solid. So.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed him a lot as well. Charlize Theron came back because ever since F8, she's always been around. And
Jason Statham. It's
Jason, yes, of course he returns.
The villains now, it just seems like they gotta keep bringing the villains back.
Yeah, but
former villains.
But at this point, they're not even villains. They just kind of help with them now.
Yeah,
they just kind of get. So it might be. Well, we're not going to bring it up for spoilers, but Cypher's in the trailers and everything, and we do see her and Letty fighting. And by the way. Speaking of action, the fights were pretty good in this movie.
Oh yeah, and fun fact about the Letty and Cypher fight, they did that scene without a director.
Oh yeah,
like it was told me about that. It was the because Justin Lin quit, and I don't know how long it was before they got their new director, so they were just like, okay, we gotta keep this rolling.
Yeah, okay, so then with how that fight went, it was actually really fun and really entertaining. Yeah.
They did a good job with that.
And then, there's a lot of really good action in this movie that, of course, it's a lot more grounded than what it was before, but it was still a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
The action was very entertaining, especially with the main bad guy of the movie, Jason Momoa was Dante.
Oh my god, he was amazing. He was amazing.
It is very surprising to say that. Well, Jason Momoa is a pretty solid actor, but it's surprising to say Jason Momoa was really good as Dante and as a villain especially. Mm-hmm. This is a bigger threat than Cypher was a. Cypher was threatening,
and Shaw was Deckard Shaw.
Yeah,
was sort of threatening.
Both of the Shaw brothers kind of were.
Yeah, but not to this level.
No, this level is insane.
Dante's a madman.
He's literally a madman. He's a general sociopath, crazy psycho killer who just somehow gets away with that. Dude, he's the guy. He's literally one. They've literally gotten to the point where they needed a villain who can just be 100 steps ahead of them at any given moment.
Yeah.
Because none of the bad guys have been able to do that and get ahead that fast. They have for a little bit.
Cypher.
Yeah, exactly.
And Shaw.
And the Shaw brothers. Mm-hmm. But now even then, not to this extent.
Yeah. And then the villains beforehand, in the early ones, they had nothing on this.
No, they have nothing on
Dante.
No,
he's
nothing.
probably the best villain in the franchise.
Oh, he is.
By
100%. By a long shot.
Or would you count Idris Elba, or is that more just?
That's more of a Hobbs and Shaw. That's more of a Hobbs and Shaw kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I think Idris Elba was still a really good villain in terms of that story.
Yeah.
But Jason Momoa kind of clears the board and really throws a wrench into the works, and just shows that he can have a lot of fun in the role. You can tell that he was having fun.
Oh yeah,
he was having a blast.
And that's kind of like the type of thing like you like to see.
Yeah,
like when your actors are having fun, you're like, okay, this is good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
you can tell it's not behind the camera. Vin Diesel just holding everody at gunpoint, kind of like, do this movie.
I'm almost certain that Justin Lin was being held at gunpoint. I'm sure about. He's being held at gunpoint.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way that he.
Ain't no way he wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so in terms of villain, Jason Momoa was the best, and then the story and the writing, I think,
got a little better.
Better. There's still, I think, some things that I'm just kind of like.
It's the soap opera effect.
Yeah, the soap opera effect. But other than that, I feel like for a story, the stakes are higher. They're a lot better. It's a lot stronger, and the writing's actually not bad.
Like I used to like. The writing was never amazing with these films, but with F9, I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. Well, even with Fate and the Furious, the writing just kind of took a.
Yeah, F8 and F9, Fate and Furious, F9, I was watching those, I'm like, I get a text from this guy, and he's like, yeah, good luck with those. And I watched it, I'm like, surely it can't get worse than this. Like, after I finished those two, I'm like thinking, if it gets worse than this somehow,
there's no use.
I'm like, this franchise, you need to end it.
But
there's hope.
There's hope because the writing was actually good.
Yeah, it was actually solid.
It wasn't oh my god, amazing.
Oh, this is is this the new Aaron Sorkin screenplay?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely not.
But in terms of a Fast and the Furious, the writing to this extent in this universe, where the last two movies have been absolute terrible and shit, it's a huge step up. And so when you're putting the script up to everything else that's almost come out this year, then the good blockbuster movies, then the script means nothing. But in terms of the Fast and Furious, it's good. It's good.
It was good. I was genuinely for a long time. I still believe maybe you should have ended it at 7, but
oh yeah, I agree.
But there's still fun to be had here with this.
Yeah,
franchise.
Exactly. So. I think that's what we're going to end it at, spoiler-free, we're just going to do. So here's a little cut here. So if you want to skip all spoiler-free and go to this time slot where we can get our final scores for the movie. So quick spoilers. First off and foremost, the movie ends in a cliffhanger. One big cliffhanger, which I thought was kind of good for the movie.
Oh yeah, for a second I'm like, okay, now you're actually getting me invested to come back to this franchise.
Yeah.
Because with the last few, I'm like, do I really need to watch the next one?
Yeah, precisely.
But now it's like, okay, there's actually something at stake here where I need to see part 2 and potentially part 3.
Potentially part 3, yeah.
Part 3's happening.
It's
Vin Diesel confirmed it on the red carpet, and then after he confirmed it, he had to walk away. He's like, I said too much.
He's like, I said too much. But and then Uncle Jacob, John Cena's character, he dies. He sacrifices himself.
No way that's true though.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen with that?
The soap opera effect always.
To the biggest degree, Gal Gadot came.
Oh my god! No, no! I was in the theater. I'm like, this actually happened. I think it's just because she's not Wonder Woman anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah, she's probably done playing Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but seeing her was just absolutely hilarious.
I'm like, because if you watch Fast and Furious 6, she's flying out of a car firing a gun. I'm like, how did she not die?
But no, she literally got flung out of an airplane.
I know.
At full speed.
I know.
How do you survive that?
We need to. I guess we'll find out in part 2.
With how they did with Han.
Oh yeah, watch. It really wasn't Gal Gadot or Giselle.
Oh my God,
it's one of those. It's like you just see Mr. Nobody, just kind of like. So here's what we're gonna do.
Honestly, he probably has a role in this. I'm almost certain Kurt Russell's gonna come back.
There's no way he's missing for good.
Yeah, exactly. And Alan Richardson turned out to be a bad guy at the end.
I was a little disappointed by that because I loved Alan.
Honestly, a part of me kind of went like, that's a good twist.
I mean, it's not bad.
That was a pretty solid twist that the two of them were working together.
But something kind of tells me, what if Ames, Alan's character, is kind of like, okay, Dante, you're fucking insane.
Yeah, actually, maybe. You know, so this probably... Well, Dante's pretty crazy, but he's been going along with this all time, so he's probably already down for anything.
Oh, yeah, but, like, you never know.
You never know. But I did like that kind of twist.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't like... I mean, at least it wasn't like Momoa, like, oh, I'm going to help you guys. Like, that would have been...
Yeah, that would have been
terrible.
stupid.
That would have been terrible.
No, this final trilogy is gonna end with Momoa getting fucking killed off.
Oh yeah, Dante 100%. Can he can't become part of the family.
No, he's done for.
Oh
he's
no,
finished.
Now it's not like the Shaw brothers.
Yeah,
or
that
Cypher.
was different.
They can probably become part of the family.
Well, the Shaw brothers technically, they kind of are, because Statham's character helped him out, and he shows up. He's gonna go save his mom and whatever.
Oh yeah.
But I think for what we saw, they might become sort of. Who knows how this ends?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I bet it's just all like, the one thing I hope they don't do not bring back Brian.
Oh, no, they're not going to do that.
No, please don't. Like, I know it was like his brother who was the stand-in and everything.
Well, yeah, because they wanted to give the one send off. But
I'm like, there's no, like, don't have him show up at all.
No,
like,
I don't think they will.
No. But
yeah, so one last spoiler. Michelle Rodriguez was kind of absent for most of the movie.
Oh yeah, she was.
She shows up here and there for the big, kind of thing, little small things, but she's pretty much absent.
Oh yeah, she is, and it's kind of like
It's
kind of what they did with 4. Remember, like she's in the opening scene, and then it's like she's dead.
Well, yeah, because that was the part of the story. But even then, was Dungeons and Dragons and that filming at the same time? Was it scheduling to where she's like not that big part of the story for this?
Probably kind of what happened, because that's what happened in Furious 7. Remember Hobbs? He gets hurt in the beginning. He's like, I can't join you guys for and he comes back for the end. That's because Dwayne Johnson was filming Hercules and San Andreas. He was like 2 big projects.
Yeah, there you go. So
he was barely able to show up for that movie.
So that makes sense.
But speaking of Dwayne Johnson,
yes, last spoiler, he shows up at the end and a post-credit scene.
And I'm kind of thinking, so the beef's over?
Yeah, it looks like it. Since Black Adam was a big flop, he's like, welcome back to the family.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
James Gunn's probably, you're not Black Adam anymore.
Yeah, probably. But that's the end of spoilers. So welcome back to the end of spoilers. This is the end of the video. So what do you want to give this movie? Okay. I have my score. Do you have yours?
You go first.
My score kind of makes sense.
Okay, what is it? Don't give it a 10.
No. Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. No, I'm kidding. I'll give it a solid 6.
6? Okay.
A solid 6.
I'll go 7.
7?
7.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I mean, I know that sounds a bit high, but keep in mind, I think it's just like, for as low as F9 was, for you to improve your franchise after that, I'm like, I was going to give it maybe a 6 if lucky, but I have to give it that extra point. Kind of like...
Now you have me thinking. Shit, I might have to switch mine to a 7 because
you were able to recover from that.
I know, from F9, which is like literally a half star, not even a half star. Just
that might be 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Might be a 0.
To recover this much, then I might have to switch my score to a 7 too. I'm gonna give it a good 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 too.
Yeah.
So yeah, straight up 7.
Yeah, 7.
Cool. I think that's people are probably gonna kill us for that.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
We're gonna There's not a universal executive.
Yeah. Well, actually, wouldn't they be happy that we're giving the movie the score?
Oh yeah, they're like, yay, more money.
Yeah, yay, more money because they know.
Yeah, you're getting more money. You're welcome.
Yeah. Anyways,
with this money laundering scheme of a franchise,
it pretty much is one big, massive soap opera.
That's a money laundering scheme.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's the end of this episode 2. ThatGuyNick and Winston Summer Movie Reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe. The next video will be Spider-Verse. Winston won't be here for that. I'll be here for that because he's gonna be busy doing his own thing and he's gonna be working. Yeah. But I will be there for Spider-Verse, and then after that it'll probably be...
I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, he'll be there in spirit, but after that it'll
Transformers.
be... Transformers will
hopefully
be the next
Transformers, which hopefully I do not get a call from my job.
Yeah, hopefully
not. Again.
But yeah, next video with both of us will be Transformers Rise of Beast.
Yes.
So anyways, hope you guys liked this video. Please like, share, subscribe. Winston, anything you want to say before you head out?
Take care, everybody.
All right. Peace out, guys.